Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be looking at a new brass locomotive. This is a Sundancer Imports B&O E-60 280. Now you may be asking, what is Sundancer? Now Sundancer was not an they were, and this is the only engine they did. And it was a division of Pro Custom Hobbies, the shop in Maryland. The Pro Custom Hobbies did import some other things. They did a Potomac, a Western Maryland 484, some cabooses, and maybe another steam engine. I'm not entirely sure. But Sundancer was just one of their smaller, they just imported this one under that name. Why? I couldn't tell you, but it's an interesting engine. You can see it's also very basic, it doesn't just very basic front cover. So you can see you got all your little kind of spare parts. There is the hex driver for the wheels. So I guess we'll start with the engine this time. I normally start with the tender, but why not? So here's the engine. You can see it's a really unique looking 280. And these were not actually originally for the B&O. They were for a different railroad, but I'll get to that once I give you a little bit of information about this thing. Oh no, the headlights drilled out. That's interesting. But these were made by dae-kae. They made a lot of the late nickel plate products, and yeah, they were okay. The gearboxes tended to have a little bit of noise. This one does have some noise in there, but it runs pretty good, and it is in mint condition basically. This little bulge on the front is for the sound cam, and these do have CAN motors. So yeah. It's got that, it does have that classic B&O look, so they may have modified it. I'm not entirely sure right now, but I'll let you know as much as I can tell you later. You can see it's got all plastic brake shoes, which really helps with not having any shorts, because when you have metal brake shoes, what really can happen is they will bend and they'll touch, because when you go around curves, they'll hit and you get a short, which is what I've had to fix on a lot of my Korean engines that sit around for a long time. So you can see the tender, and nothing super special, just a nice looking tender. And what is nice is these are all Phillips head screws, because I can tell from much experience that these gearbox cover screws are a pain in the butt when they're Phillips head, especially Sam Honksa flathead screws, because they're the most annoying screws. But you can see here, just a basic tender. You do have this little retaining plate on the front, which I think is to help with pickup, probably. So, yeah. That's about it for this little kind of unboxing, and we'll get to running the engine in a little bit. Built in 1904 by American Locomotive Company for the Buffalo and Susquehanna Railway, there was 48 E60 and E60A class consolidations built. They were numbered originally 123 through 166. Then were subsequently renumbered when the Buffalo and Susquehanna was purchased by the B&O to 3100 through 3147. They weighed 315,000 pounds. They had 51-inch drivers and had 41,000 pounds of tractive effort. These locomotives lasted until some of these locomotives lasted till 1957 on small branch line service.